First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you very much for the congratulation. I think that for us it's a big day, one of the biggest of a Catholic life. The new Pope means also a new era. We are looking to see, we would like to know what is going to be his pontificate, his mandate. But since he already spoke in St. Peter's Square, we can already understand that he's a pope that is seeking peace, is seeking the interreligious dialogue, the dialogue with other religions, and he mentioned really a lot that we need to create bridges. So that's really hopeful that his mandate is going to be the mandate of the peace, of the dialogue with other religions, especially during this difficult time. We should remember that the Pope is a religious leader of 1 billion of Catholics, yes, but he's also a head of state. And we know that the Vatican diplomacy is one of the best diplomacy in the globe. The Vatican diplomacy is not a diplomacy that we are seeing every day in televisions, but is an underground diplomacy. So the most important thing is to put all the leaders that are fighting each other, or the countries that are fighting each other, in the same table to start the negotiations to reach peace. It's important and the Vatican show a huge soft power during the funeral of Pope Francis, when Trump and Zelensky sat at the same table with the two chairs, and they were starting to speak, and they discussed probably the next steps to reach peace. So I think that this Pope will have a huge mandate to use all the Vatican diplomacy to reach peace. And as I said, I think this is one of the most important things ever, the interreligious dialogue. And he mentioned it during his first speech, and I really believe that this is going to be the core center of his mandate. Honestly, as Italian, we were expecting an Italian Pope. That it doesn't happen since 1979. So, but apart from this, it's important because US is still one of the most important and strategic power in the world. He was born in Chicago, but he has the father is French and the mother is Italian. He was in Peru. He speaks perfectly Spanish. So I think it's not just an American or United States from United States, but is a citizen of the world, as the Pope should be. So I think that also the cardinals and the Holy Spirit, they decide when they decide for him, they also pick up his profile as being a citizen of the world on one side. And also because he's also a centrist, he's a very diplomatic, and during this time, diplomacy, as I said, is extremely important. I hope because I think that Europe and Middle East are much more linked than what we are thinking. I think that the Christian community in Middle East is extremely important. I visited many times Kurdistan. I know also that the Christian community live there very well, and I think that having also a pope from the Middle East, as it was already in the history, but I think that the next one could be or Italian or from the Middle East. Let's say it like this, because I'm as Italian, but I love the Middle East. So I hope this is going to be or Italian or from the Middle East.